Hello and welcome to my tutorial video. I'm going to show you how to make the bobbles on my Snowberry cardigan. It is a cardigan with cabled fronts that have 2 lines of bobbles down each front, and I use the double crochet method when making these bobbles. I prefer it to making knitted bobbles because I think it's easier to work, plus the bobbles seem to be a little bit firmer. They don't deflate. They stay nice and round, and they stand up nicely from the fabric. So to do this, all you need extra is a crochet hook. This one is a size 5, and my knitting needle that I'm using is a size 6. I would recommend to use a crochet hook that is close to the needle size that you are using, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same. You could also use your repair hook if you have one of those in your knitting bag. I don't generally keep one on hand, so I'm using a crochet hook. So the first thing you do is you work across to your bobble stitch, and this first one here on my left hand needle is the one we're going to work the bobble in. So you put your right hand needle to the front, just kind of get it out of the way so you can have easy access to your bobble stitch. Take your hook, insert it through your bobble stitch knitwise, grab your yarn and pull it through. Make sure you don't pull these loops super tight because you will have to draw your hook back through all of the loops in the end. Yarn over, insert your hook knitwise, grab your yarn and pull up another loop. You just worked a double crochet stitch. Next, we're going to yarn over, insert your hook knitwise, grab the yarn, pull it back up. You now have 5 loops of yarn on your crochet hook. This is the correct number of loops you want to have for this pattern. This pattern has relatively medium-sized bobbles. If you wanted to do a bigger bobble, you just work more double crochet stitches, so you would have more loops on your needle, so you could have a bigger bobble. But this is the right size bobble, I think, for this pattern. So once you've got 5 loops on your hook, you grab your yarn once more, pull it through all those 5 hooks, or 5 loops. Sometimes you'll snag an extra ply, and then I'll just take it off the hook and grab the yarn, pull it through like that. Then you can kind of push it off your needle now because it's standing up enough you can easily access it. Insert your hook knitwise, grab the yarn, pull it through. You have 2 loops on your needle or hook. Grab your yarn again, draw it through both. Now you're done. And I always slip it on my left hand needle. It's just a lot easier for me to do that. But then you just put it right back on your right hand needle, snug it down, make sure you push it to the front of the fabric, and then keep knitting. Now we're going to work across to our next bobble stitch, and I'll show you again more quickly. Okay, here's our next bobble stitch. Move my right hand needle out of the way, insert my hook knitwise, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert knitwise, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert knitwise, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your needle. Grab your yarn, draw it through all 5 loops. Sometimes it's a little finicky, so that's why, we're gonna have to start over. That's why you want to make sure they're loose. We'll do it again. So I've got 5 loops on my needle. Draw them through all 5 loops. Insert knitwise again, draw up another loop, grab my yarn, pull it through those 2 loops. Now my bobble is done. Put it on my left needle, then slide it to my right. Push it to the front, snug it down, and continue. And that is how you make crochet bobbles.